What if I told you that the most dangerous weapon of World War II was a dead man? A dead man washed up on a Spanish beach, wearing a British uniform, clutching a briefcase. What if I told you that this corpse, yes, a corpse, changed the course of the war and helped save thousands of lives? This isn't a spy novel. This is real history, and it might just be the strangest deception in military history. This is the story of Operation Mincemeat. It's 1943. World War II is raging across Europe. The Allies are preparing to invade southern Europe, and they have their eyes set on Sicily, a heavily defended island that's the key to Hitler's southern flank. But there's a problem. Hitler knows an invasion is coming. He just doesn't know where. If he guesses right, Allied soldiers will be mowed down before they even hit the shore. So, how do you make the most paranoid man in history look the wrong way? You lie, spectacularly. In the shadowy halls of British intelligence, where secrets move faster than bullets, there was one unit that operated in near total secrecy, the 20 Committee. Its nickname, the Double Cross Committee, because deception was their weapon of choice. And in 1943, they hatched a plan so outrageous, so darkly imaginative, it sounded like something straight out of a James Bond novel. Their mission? To feed Adolf Hitler a lie so delicious, so convincing that he would swallow it whole and move his armies to the wrong place. It began with 4 simple ingredients: a corpse, a fabricated identity, a love letter from a woman who didn't exist, and a leather briefcase packed with pure fiction, forged military secrets meant to mislead the Nazi war machine. It was elegant, it was audacious, and it was utterly insane. Here's how it would go down. Step 1. Find a dead body, a man with no known family, no one to come looking. Step 2. Reinvent him. Give him a name, a history, a fiancé, a bank account, a whole life, and then kill him all over again, this time as Major William Martin of the Royal Marines. Step 3. Attach a briefcase to his wrist, filled with fake top-secret documents claiming the Allies are about to invade Greece and Sardinia. Not Sicily. Anything but Sicily. Step 4. Disguise it as a tragic plane crash. Let the body drift ashore on the coast of neutral Spain, a country crawling with Nazi spies just itching to get their hands on Allied secrets. It wasn't just deception. It was performance art, staged on the greatest battlefield the world had ever known. And the leading actor was already dead. The operation was codenamed Mincemeat. Meet Ewan Montague, a British intelligence officer and former barrister. Sharp, cunning, and a master of psychological chess. And alongside him, Charles Chumley, a wild-eyed RAF officer with a knack for the unusual. Together, they crafted a fictional life for the dead man. He was Major William Martin of the Royal Marines. He had an ID card, theater ticket stubs, a picture of a fake fiancée named Pam, and even 2 love letters in his pocket. Every detail meticulously planted. But who was the real man behind the mask? His name was GLYNDWR Michael, a homeless Welshman who died from ingesting rat poison. He had no family, no future, and now no identity. But in death, he would become a hero of the war effort. They gave him a name, a purpose, and sent him on his final mission. On April 30th, 1943, a submarine, HMS Seraph, surfaced off the coast of Huelva, Spain. Under the cover of night, the crew gently released Major Martin into the sea, letting the tides carry him to shore. Just as planned, Spanish fishermen found him. And just as hoped, Spanish authorities passed the briefcase to Nazi agents. The bait was taken. The Germans believed everything. The forged documents made their way to Hitler himself. He was convinced the Allies would strike in Greece. He shifted troops away from Sicily, leaving it exposed. On July 10, 1943, Allied forces invaded Sicily. And thanks to Operation Mincemeat, they met far less resistance than expected. The deception saved tens of thousands of lives and pushed the Allies one step closer to victory. Pause for a moment and really think about this. A war that spanned continents. that devoured cities, shattered families, and claimed over 70 million lives. A war decided by generals, tanks, and atomic bombs. Shifted, tilted at a critical turning point. Not by an army, but by a man who didn't even live to see it. He had no medals, no farewell, no known next of kin. Just a tragic end in a forgotten corner of London. And yet in death, he became one of the most effective secret agents in the history of warfare. Not with a rifle, not with a radio, but with a fabricated identity, a forged letter, and a body cast into the sea. History is full of heroes, but some of them never even knew they were fighting. Operation Mincemeat wasn't just clever, it was a reminder that wars aren't always won by brute force. Sometimes they're won by imagination, misdirection, and yes, a corpse in uniform. Today, Major William Martin is buried in Huelva, Spain. His tombstone reads, William Martin, born 1907, died 1943, and served his country well. But we now know his real name, GLYNDWR Michael, a forgotten man who, in death, played a role bigger than anyone ever expected. History is full of strange twists, but few are stranger or more human than this. If this story blew your mind, hit that like button and subscribe for more unbelievable true tales from history. And tell us in the comments, what other wild wartime story should we cover next? Because sometimes the truth really is stranger than fiction.